Now, it's the final day of the Mandela Bay Arts Festival in Gqebherha, and festival goers are in for a treat with some stellar performances lined up. The 10-day festival featured local and internationally acclaimed artists across several venues. Siphosethu Booi is in Gqebherha and joins us now. Sipho, certainly looks like it's been an eventful few days.
Definitely, Hugo, and of course it was very well received from what I understand, speaking to the organizers here in Gqebherha. And of course it was happening in Mendi. There were some shows that were also happening here at the Athenaeum, and it's quite important, Hugo, considering the fact that Nelson Mandela Bay is known for producing one of the best artists. I mean, Gqebherha has also shot here. We speak of the likes of Utadu John Gani, Umamuno Mhlengonyeni, we speak of Usinova, you name them. These are artists, your Titilu Zipos, who are jazz artists. These are people that come from Gqebherha. So opportunities like these are ones that are quite important. And I'm joined now by Sisnobe, who is the organizer, one of the organizers for, the festival. Sissy, speak to us about just the general public reception from the people as well as the artists.
Sethu, thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be hosting you on our last day of the festival. It has been well received. This is our second edition, and I must say there hasn't been a show that has been cancelled due to the fact that there are no audience members. And that is something I think that we need to take home, with regards to, is this festival relevant? Is it something that audiences need? Because remember, as artists, we don't put together shows for ourselves. We are doing it for the public. So is it well received? I think so. We had a couple of sold-out shows. We had people coming to theaters around 8:30. We had people spoiled for choice, not knowing whether to go to a magic show or to a theater show, to a music show, poetry, you name it. So I do feel, not because I'm biased, because I'm the organizer, I do feel that it has been well received. We're also getting people on social media talking about the festival, unpaid ambassadors, speaking about the festival voluntarily, because really they do feel that there has been a shift. And you can see that this baby that is only 2 years old, is getting somewhere.
Talk to me about the importance of having such festivals, to accommodate, expose, and also, treat the people of Gqebherha. That also includes the artists as well. How important is it that such events be funded by the municipality itself to also cultivate and motivate creatives?
It is imperative that initiatives of this nature are supported, because there are so many spin-offs to a festival. It is not just beneficial to artists so that they are able to work and earn a living, but also remember there are people that come that we need to book accommodation for. So therefore, the festivals generally, they do contribute to the GDP of whichever province or country or city in which they are hosted. So it really does become important, and also for tourism purposes. And I think having such festivals will then propel the municipality to ensure that the city is able to host such in terms of infrastructure. Because what type of town are you then inviting guests to? Because you're not only hosting people from Gqebherha, but we are actually wanting to make this festival part of the calendar of festivals that we have in the country. And we've seen that we are the only festival that is happening around February. As you know, that there's National Arts Festival that is happening in June, and many other festivals that are happening around the country. So the weather is beautiful in Gqebherha around about this time. So we want to really try and make sure that this festival does happen around this time, because, again, you asked about the importance. I cannot express how important it is to have this festival on different levels.
And also speak to us about the selection process in terms of how the different artists, designers were featured this year, and what other artists can do in terms of also making it to that group where they are also competing against others to be a part of the festival come next year.
So there is an open call session that happens. People then apply and they speak about, or rather they submit their proposals and they explain why their show is important and why their show should be selected. And then there's an artistic committee which is chaired by our artistic director, Rusara Cecil. And the beauty and the difference about this particular festival is that it is a festival that is curated and selected by artists. So that artistic committee comprises of leaders from various sectors. So whether it is from craft or visual art, poetry or music, so you have that formation or that structure that then selects the work. But I think something that I really want to punt to artists in particular is that Mandela Bay Arts Festival is a pinnacle point where you get to continue doing what you do. You cannot wake up when there is a Mandela Bay Arts Festival, because you were an artist before the festival, you will be an artist after the festival. So what we are seeing this year, and I think it's something that we'll continue seeing, it is not just artists who make it on the basis of how beautiful their shows are, but it is artists who actually do put on shows during the course of the year. So those audiences then come through and keep on supporting those artists.
Thank you very much. Nobesuthu Gai, Partnership and Stakeholder Manager at the National Arts Festival. And I'm joined also Hugo by, of course, Nzwagi. Thank you very much for making time to speak to us briefly. Speak to us about the experience of the festival and the type of work that you do.
Thank you so much, Sisi. I'm Nzwagi. I'm a textile designer. We are artisans of textile innovation. We blend our fabrics with printing tech innovation. With the cultural feel, man, singabaXhosa, singabantu, we are traditional. So yeah, yes, thank you.
Speak to us about the significance this particular festival has to your brand and, the exposure. How has the experience been?
Oh, it's been so amazing. It's been so overwhelming. I keep saying Kamaku to the people who raised me from where I come from, Gqebherha. It's been such a blessing to be part of the festival. The people we've met in the festival, the exposure we got, the feedback we got has been so overwhelming. So we need more of these opportunities. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Nzwagi, creator of the exhibition African Threads, speaking to us live at the Athenaeum here in Gqebherha. Hugo, and of course, I understand that there's also going to be a play later on that will be taking place at the Mendy Arts Center. So not all is lost to those people that missed the whole week of the festival. Today is still another day to come and enjoy the last day of the festivities here in Gqebherha. Hugo.
Siphosethu, appreciate your time, Tris. You'll have a glorious afternoon.